We have some incredibly exciting news to share with you today, so fasten your seatbelts. It like rays of sunlight peeping through the clouds. The much-loved elders and people receiving Social Security SSI, SSDI, and veterans benefits through the VA will soon receive their $2,000 stimulus checks. Let's now examine the specifics of who is eligible to get these much-needed funds. Regardless of whether you're a retiree living off of Social Security for your golden years, a disabled person receiving SSDI or SSI, or a veteran receiving benefits from the VA, if you currently receive any of these benefits, you're probably on the waiting list for this additional financial assistance. This news is sure to brighten your day, but there's more to this story than checks arriving in the mail. The $2,000 stimulus checks aren't just about numbers. They're about giving a lifeline to those who need it most during these difficult times. Whether it's paying for necessities, relieving financial strain, or just making you smile, these checks are here to make a real difference in your life. The best part is that the wait is almost over. Keep an eye out for that special delivery, and don't forget to tell your friends, neighbors, and community about this. Inform everyone that assistance is on the way thanks to comprehensive new legislation that Congress enacted and the President signed into law in March 2024. Those receiving Social Security, Supplemental Security Income, or SSDI benefits will be qualified for a one-time $2,000 stimulus check. The elderly and disabled residents of the country who are most in need of support are the target audience for this emergency aid. According to the bill's LD author, Senator Maria Quell, elderly and disabled Americans on fixed incomes have been particularly hard impacted by the soaring expenses of food, medicine, and other needs during the current economic crisis. Their lives might be significantly improved by this $2,000 stipend, which would enable them to pay for necessities and keep themselves out of poverty. With an estimated 70 million Americans eligible, we have a moral duty to assist people who have made lifelong contributions to our community. It is estimated that the stimulus program will cost a total of about $140 billion. The payments are anticipated to begin as early as May 2024, giving the upcoming months a much-needed financial boost. Everything you need to know about these $2,000 stimulus checks will be covered in this in-depth guide, including who is eligible, when the money will be sent, how to claim your payment, and how to use the money to strengthen your financial stability. For whom are the $2,000 stimulus checks eligible? The purpose of the new $2,000 stimulus program is to make seniors and disabled people who receive fixed government salaries more eligible. You have to be getting assistance from one of the following federal programs right now. Benefits from Social Security, such as retirement survivors, and disability benefits offered by the SSI, SSDI VA programs include indemnity, annuities, dependency, and disability compensation. You will not be eligible for the $2,000 payment if you are enrolled in Medicare, but are not getting benefits from any of the aforementioned programs. The eligibility conditions are quite simple, provided that you are currently receiving Social Security benefits on a monthly basis, SSI, SSDI, or a VA program that meets the requirements, you will be eligible to receive the $22,000 stimulus check once. There's no separate application procedure. The sole exception is for people who have their Social Security or other benefits withheld or offset due to unpaid debts like delinquent school loans or overpayments of back taxes. For the great majority of recipients, the entire $2,000 will be transferred either by paper check or direct deposit into their bank accounts. In certain situations, however, the stimulus payment may be partially or completely withheld in order to settle the outstanding debt. When will the stimulus checks totaling $2,000? The legislation states that the $2,000 stimulus grants would start to be distributed in May 2024. The Social Security Administration and the Treasury Department have been working non-stop to put the new program into place and disperse the monies as soon as possible. Within a week or two after the program's introduction, those who receive their Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits directly deposited into a bank account can anticipate receiving the $2,000 stimulus payment. The checks may take a little longer to produce and mail, 4 to 6 weeks at most. Over the ensuing months, the payments will still be made on a rolling basis. By the conclusion of the summer of 2024, the intention is for the great majority of eligible Americans to receive their $2,000 in benefits. A Treasury Department spokesman stated, "We're working around the clock to get the stimulus checks out the door as quickly as possible because we know how urgently this financial assistance is needed. We're dedicated to providing this aid as soon as possible to seniors and disabled people on limited incomes who have experienced numerous obstacles lately. Please verify the status of your $2,000 payment. You can visit a new stimulus check tracking website established up by the government or call the Special Stimulus Check Hotline at 1-800-772-1213. Personnel will be able to provide you with the most up-to-date information on when your payment can be expected. The $2,000 stimulus payment may arrive on a different day from the day you receive your regular monthly benefit payments from the government, such as Social Security or other checks, which are distributed separately. This is something to keep in mind. How can seniors and disabled people on fixed incomes use the $2,000 stimulus funds? The $2,000 stimulus check has the potential to significantly impact their well-being and financial stability. The money can be utilized for a variety of necessities, such as groceries and other food expenditures. Utilities, such as electricity, monthly mortgage payments, or gas and water rent healthcare expenses, such as prescription drugs, hospital bills, and insurance premiums. Transportation costs, such as gas for a car or passes for public transportation, repairs and upkeep of the house, as well as personal care products including prescription drugs, glasses, hearing aids, and mobility aids. In order to pay for the rising cost of living, many retirees and disabled adults have had to make difficult decisions in recent years, such as cutting back on frivolous purchases or taking on debt. They could receive much-needed relief from this stimulus check, enabling them to buy necessities and prevent financial hardship. For me, Mary Anderson, a 73-year-old Social Security recipient, this money will truly be a lifeline. With my set salary, I've been finding it difficult to keep up with my rising medical and grocery expenses. The additional $2,000 will have a significant impact. For those of us with a little more disposable income, I'll be able to stock up on food, fill my prescriptions, and not worry as much about making ends meet. One possible use for the stimulus monies would be to settle outstanding invoices or credit card debt. Strengthening emergency fund holdings. The idea is to use the money in a way that best supports your unique financial status and objectives, whether that means investing for retirement or other long-term financial goals, paying for home modifications or renovations, or taking advantage of leisure activities and travel, whether doing so entails providing for needs, reducing debt, or increasing your savings. The goal of the $2,000 stimulus payment is to provide people a much-needed financial lift. According to Senator Quell, the goal of this payment is to give Americans who are elderly or incapacitated a renewed sense of stability and financial security. We want them to be able to afford the necessities without always having to struggle or make difficult decisions. With any luck, this stimulus check will act as a buffer and offer some comfort. How most qualified beneficiaries of the $2,000 stimulus package can collect their payment. There is nothing specific you must do in order to get your $2,000 stimulus check. Those who currently receive Social Security benefits will automatically be paid SSDI, SSI, or eligible VA benefits. The money will be deposited directly into your bank account or mailed to you as a printed check by mail, in the same manner that you normally receive your government benefits each month. It's crucial to remember that the $2,000 payment is regarded as a tax-free federal benefit, meaning it won't affect your Social Security eligibility. Benefits from the VA, SSDI, SSI, or other government initiatives. Aside from some past taxes and overpayments, the stimulus monies cannot be offset or garnished in order to settle debts. You might be responsible for the possible effects of the $2,000 stimulus payments that millions of elderly and disabled Americans received. The $2,000 stimulus payment has the potential to significantly impact their general well-being and financial stability. The funds are meant to offer vital support and lessen the financial burden brought on by excessive inflation. Reducing poverty and suffering is one possible effect of rising living expenses and other economic difficulties, according to research. Enhanced well-being and health decreased. When recipients spend the monies on goods and services, there will be financial strain and an increase in economic activity.